Hi, I'm Caitlin Catoni, and in this video, I'm going to show you a little bit about how Desire to Learn, or D2L, is organized. So we've already talked about how to log into D2L. Now let's look at where you might want to investigate to see if you have content in those different sections. So first of all, this is an example of an opening page. Sometimes what you're going to see is your teacher might have announcements here in the middle of the page. This is a great place to make sure that you're reading all of those, and you also might recognize that as you scroll all the way down, so let's scroll, that there is an opportunity to show all announcements down here. So make sure you haven't missed any. Now, back up at the top of the page, if your teacher is using quizzes in D2L, it will have this helpful box over to the right that shows you which quizzes you haven't attempted so that you know that there's still work for you to do. Another thing that's really helpful is the calendar section. So in the calendar, I have an upcoming event as a scientific measurements lab quiz that's coming due very soon. Some other things that are helpful are the content section as well as the grades section. So I'm going to click into the content section. Now, this is an old class, so the due dates aren't right, but in week 1, what I can see as a student is that I have a whole bunch of things to click through. There's a bar at the top that tells me how much I have actually clicked through so that I can make sure that I don't miss anything. If I click into one of these items, like my week 1 learning guide, what you're going to find is after I click into it, there's going to be a check mark that appears here instead of this dot. If your teacher is using grades and Desire to Learn, then all of your grades should be showing up in this section. This way you'll know if something was not input correctly or if you're missing something. Some other areas that can be really helpful can be the discussions if your teacher is using discussion boards, assignments if you're submitting assignments through Desire to Learn, quizzes if you're taking quizzes through Desire to Learn. Ideally, all of those due dates will show up in the calendar. Thanks so much. I hope this video helps you navigate D2L.